So we've set our project up, entering the project information and the project start date. It's now time to start adding tasks. Ideally, you would have already made a list of tasks on a notepad or in Word or Excel, and we're then ready to start entering them into our project file. To enter a task, we simply move to the next available row. Well, in our file here, mybedroom.mpp, we're starting with a brand new project. It has no tasks, so we can start in row 1, and we simply enter the task name. Our first task when dealing with our new bedroom is to move out all the old furniture. So move out old furniture. And then we can tab from that cell, just like you can in Excel, to move into the next one, which is the duration. And what you'll notice is a number appears here. That's your task ID. Task mode appears here. This is an auto-scheduled task type because we've set the default for that down here. We've entered our task name and then we've tabbed across, and project has already filled in the rest of the information. It's filled in the start date and the finish date and placed my little Gantt bar on the Gantt chart. The duration it's assumed is 1 day, and that is the default assumption. So any new task you add in will default to 1 day anyway. We can adjust that duration and we can enter durations in any time denomination of minutes, hours, days, weeks, or months. You cannot use seconds right at the bottom of that list, and you cannot use years right at the top of that list, but you can use every time element in between. So how long do you think it will take us to move out our old furniture? Well, there's quite a lot of it, and some of it needs taking apart. It's going to be a few days. So I would simply put 3D. And when I tab across, project turns that into 3 days, but I can get away with the D for days. And then you can see the durations is extended to 3 days. The start and the finish, because it's auto-scheduled, is going off the start date of the project, so let's widen that slightly. And then the finish is 3 days later, which is Thursday. Let's add a second task in. We need to pull up the old carpet. So pull up old carpet. Now that's not going to take quite as long. So when I tab to the duration, again it's defaulted to a day, but I don't want a day. I'm going to say that's going to take me about 3 hours. So I can put 3H. And when I tab across, it changes to 3HRS, and the duration of my bar is now only 3 hours. It's part of Tuesday. Let's add another little task. I need to vacuum cobwebs. We always have cobwebs around the corners of the ceiling. And that's not going to take too long, is it? So we tab across. Again, that default to a day. But I think that will only take a few minutes. Let's say 20 minutes. So that's 20M. Now, when you want to enter minutes, it's M. When you want to enter months, it's MO. If you get them mixed up, you're going to make a massive difference to the length of your project. So 20M for 20 mins. And when I tab across, project specifies that as 20 mins. Let me just show you what happens if you choose MO. So let's say it's going to take 2 months. 2MO. When I tab across, it says 2 mons, so 2 months. And you can see the progress bar is absolutely massive because it's 2 months. I need to change that back to 20 mins. So 20M, 20 minutes to vacuum the cobwebs. I also need to go and get and buy all the new furniture. So we'll have a task there, buy new furniture. And that's at least going to take me a week, so that's 1W. So it's W for weeks. And when I tab through, you then get a week on the Gantt chart, which is Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, and then another day on Monday because the Saturday and Sunday are non-working time. So although the bar goes through the Saturday and Sunday, it's not actually classed as working time, which is why we end up at the end of Monday the following week. So we enter tasks by entering the task name in the task name box, and we enter the duration. And for the moment, we're allowing project to calculate the start and the finish date. All the tasks, because there are no dependencies at all, will start on the first day of the project, which is the 1st of the 1st, 2013. So they're all starting at the same time. And then they will finish dependent on their duration. So we have one for a week, 20 minutes, 3 hours, and 3 days. So you can enter durations in minutes, hours, days, weeks, and months. It's M for minutes, H for hours, D for days, W for weeks, and MO for months. But project will always give you these 3-letter, well, they're abbreviations, but they're not as abbreviated as putting H and M. Days, hours, mins, and in this case WK for weeks, but it will be WKS once you entered 2 or more. So that starts to get our tasks into the project file.